right, we're live. Hello. Muito obrigado, Brazil. Hello, Brazil. River's watching right here. All right. Oh, yeah. This is probably just going to be a real short one because I'm watching both the kids. I don't have my phone. I can't even see anything. Hey, Pat. I can't see the scope. I can't even see the scope comments tonight. I can't see any comments. So River's watching. Here's the situation. I got some new looping gear. It's all plugged in. I have it all. It's all laying on top of my other pedals. So it's like a big mess on the floor. I'm just testing it all out. I don't know how it works. I was doing this for about 15 minutes. I have one of the kids downstairs. I got this one. I'm watching this one. Mama's out going to get dinner, some pickup. So I thought I was doing a little bit of rehearsal, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go on Scope and show everybody how I learn how to use new gear. And it's challenging. It's very challenging. So this is the new looper, and I'm gonna try it out and see how it all works. I programmed a foot pedal to work with it. crying in colors, flying all around the chosen one. All in a dream, all in a dream. The loading had begun. Flying Mother Nature's silver sea to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver sea to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver sea to a new home in the sun. All right, it worked. Whew. All right, so if you're just showing up now, here's River. I got I'm testing out some new gear. I'm using an MC8, it's called. It took me about 3 days to program it, and I still don't have it figured out. But I need a lot of other things to control it. I'm just messing around. That was my first time playing a song with the 505. It works. You okay? Anything happened while I was gone? Trying to watch 2 kids while I'm doing this. Yeah, that's my baby cam. Yeah. Hey. Where did my headphones go? Like I said, this is going to be just a short, I don't know if this is going to be a long one, but probably be a short one because I only have a few minutes while Mama's out grabbing stuff. And I'm watching both kids trying to do a scope. See what happens. So yeah, this is the 505. I'm just messing around with it, seeing what it does. Some of the cool things it has input effects like that. You know, you can add reverb, tremolo. It has a couple input effects that you control with your hands. And then you can also, my ears are doing okay. They're doing okay. Thanks for asking, yeah. I'm scheduled for surgery coming up, so hopefully it'll be all right. I'll keep you guys updated. So I'm going to go through some of the things, just test some of the things that are out, how it works. So I'm going to record a track. So there's my loop, and you can see it. It's spinning right here. That's the loop. And then if I want to add to that one, I can just by hitting a button, overdubbing on it. Like. So there's an overdub. And get rid of that. I have another foot controller that gets rid of that. Supposed to. Oh, that's the wrong one. That one. So I don't know. So the layout I don't have right now. They're all just the pedals are just on top of my other board, kind of just bouncing around. Obrigado, Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Muito obrigado. So far away. Okay, so far away for the Brazilians. Yeah, I like it a lot. So what's cool too is that say you got a beat going. Now I can do effects to the beat like this. You know, so you can add, you can do stuff like this. Oh, hold on. What was that? So that I can do like a filter to the stuff that's already recorded and play on top of it. So then I got certain tracks are affected. Just the drum track is affected. And now I can affect both of them, watch. You know, so a lot of fun things you can do. So I'm just slowly, I know, but I'm big in Brazil, so I don't know how that happened. Hello, Brazil. Muito obrigado, Brazil. Okay, let's do So Far Away for the Brazilian fans. How you doing? Okay, if he starts crying, can somebody tell me while I'm playing? Can you guys just go, hey, the baby's crying, and then I gotta turn around and give him one of these. Because I was playing that other song, I turned around and he had a little tear on his cheek, and I felt kind of bad about it. So tell me if he starts crying. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try So Far Away. Let's see if this works. This is the second song I've ever played. Here we go. Okay. I already screwed it up. Here I am again, this old town, so far away from me. Where you when the sun goes down, so far away from me, so far away from me, so far I can't see, so far away from me, just so far away from me. Making out on the telephone, so far away from me, so far away from me, so far and I can't see, so far away from me. Sorry, Robert. Just so far away from me. Okay, sweet. It works. Baby's rocking out. Yeah. Hey, Rome, how you doing, man? Hope you're hanging in there too, man. Woo. Oh. Rome, what's going on? Yeah. So that's cool. It works. Tonight is basically an experimentation to see if it can do what my other one can already do. So I just gotta get up to the level that I was at with the other one. Yeah, it does. I mean, so I'm just trying to get it to do everything the 300 does at this point. I wish you were listening to again, Hanalei. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, the water ripper. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sending me that. Thank you for sending me that. That was awesome. Yes. That thing was great. The water ripper is like a toy for the pool or the ocean, and I was sent one in the mail, and we bring it with us on vacation, and we always play with it. It's fun. The children have been playing with the water ripper, not in the pool, of course, but how about some MJ, Michael Jackson? I kind of put Michael Jackson on the one of the back burners for a little while, but I don't know. We'll see. I used to love playing Human Nature. I'm reprogramming my brain right now. So yeah, if anybody that's new, I'm trying to explain that I just got this thing, and I was thinking of getting that one, but worried I couldn't play guitar and do the controls with my hands. What a fool! Okay, so I bought 5 different foot controllers, and I've tried them all out. And this is just a test with this one. All the other ones, none of them were sufficient. This one is called an MC8. I had to wait. It was back ordered from China, and it just showed up. It was expensive. It was ridiculous, and it has shortcomings too. They all have shortcomings. This one seems to have the least shortcomings. This thing has shortcomings. I found a lot of shortcomings in this thing too. Yes, they all have shortcomings, major shortcomings. Joe, you know what I'm talking about. No matter what they make, I swear, I use it for like 15 minutes. I go, oh, you can't do this very basic thing that you want to be able to do. What Boss did is they released this thing, and they made it so that only 8 of the controls. It has probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It probably has about 30 controls that you can do, and then there's 3 on this one. This knob controls this button 3 times. It controls this button 3 times. This 3 times. There's a million things you can do with this. And when Boss released it, they made it so that you can assign only 8 parameters to your feet, which is absolute nonsense. People practically revolted against Boss and were like, what are you doing? You only give us 8 options? So they went and they said, oh, don't worry. We're going to release a firmware update. And it took them about 2 years, and they came out with firmware 2.0. And actually, he seems kind of fine right now. They came out with firmware 2.0, and they let us have 16 options. Like, it's still not enough. You still need to, I want to be able to control everything with my feet, like you can with the 300. The 300 is designed for your feet. You can do every single thing with your foot. You never have to bend over and touch it. And there's a million things you can do. As you guys that watch the show have seen me do a million things with it with my feet. But the 505 is designed to be used with your hand. It's designed for like beatboxing. It's designed for guys that go like. It's designed for that, but that's not really what I'm into doing. I had too much effect on that, but oh shit, hold on. It's supposed to be like, then you got to beat. Then you got other things. Now I got 3 tracks. I get drums. So there's a bunch of tracks, and I can stop them with my foot. That's the idea. And here's all the different tracks. And my voice. Guitar. drums. Yeah. But if you ever want me to forward them your thoughts. Yeah, well, yeah, that'd be great. Sis, please send me an email about that, or Aurelius Pojaka, PhD. Hey, I got the baby up here. One of the babies up here. Yeah, I spoke to Roland in Los Angeles, but they're basically just fielding phone calls, being like, yeah, we know, there's problems, we know. I talked to one of the guys on the phone for an hour about a week ago when I was looking for controllers, and he just was like, yeah, there's problems. You can't control everything with your feet. It's as good as it's gonna be. All right. Like I said, this isn't a performance. It's just gonna be me talking about looping and gear, which I had a bunch of emails. A lot of people play Sweet Dreams. Okay, where are you watching from? I don't understand. I don't know that that language right there. What is that? Is that Greek? Russian? What is that? Where are you watching from, Mr. and Mrs. Play Sweet Dreams? Yeah, we'll do Sweet Dreams. Let me see if I can do it with just my hands. Line 6. Yeah, everybody makes a looper. You just kind of have to pick one. Go with it. Head Rush makes one. It's horrible. They tried to make a great one. All right, let's do Sweet Dreams. I wrote Head Rush. This is content. Yeah, it's content. I wrote to Head Rush and told them about all the problems. Do you want to take them, Kath? There's at least a few people watching. Vito, what is the total count tonight? How many people are watching? My wife says I'm talking to one person. Yeah, it's way more complicated than that. I would love to design a looping pedal. All right, 1,700 people. Okay, sweet. Right on. So far, yeah, 1,700. Okay, cool. I can't see. Kath, can you grab my phone? Because I can't even see who's watching or anything. Everybody's saying they love you. They love you, Kath. Vito loves you.
I love you, Vito.
Thank you for the tips. Thank you. Right on. Let me just sign on to it. Let's just go. Okay, cool. Just the scope. Okay. Yeah, there's probably like 5 people, maybe 2 people watching on Facebook. I don't have any Facebook presence. I neglected Facebook for 10 years. Never posted anything. And all of a sudden it's a venue. Facebook. Damn Mark Zuckerberg. What the hell is what can I say? All right, let's get back to the looping. Thank you. You're in Clearwater, Florida. Right on. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Oh, wow, there is a lot of people watching. Okay. Go live. Okay. I'm going to put this thing. Hey, everybody. No, I can see everybody's. Hey, Pat, Nunya, Velvet, Bremnit, Passionate Horsemanship. How you doing? Thank you for the email. Myrna Weil, Marks Watts, Clear Blue. The money shot is back. Vito. Paul and Andy, how you guys doing? Adam. And then a lot of things in languages I don't understand. Okay. Sweet Dreams. Here we go. WNBC. Velvet June. Hi. Sweet dreams made of this. Who am I to disagree? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Thank you, thank you. And then I got a button that clears them all with my foot. Here we go. Boom. Clear. See how they see them flash? I don't know, man. This thing's cool. It's going to take so much practice to get up to be able to do the stuff that I was able to do with the 300. And if you could see my feet right now, I just have the pedals like they have no Velcro or anything. They're just floating around on the carpet, and it's no fun. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Right on. All right, 2,000 viewers. Hey, everybody. Hey, Les. How you doing, Les? Who needs a band? Yeah. Bands. Remember those? All right. Watch out. Watch out. You might get watch out. That's like. Watch out. You might get watch out. Let me try that. How does that? What's that song called? Burning Down the House. Burning down the house. Do I have the lyrics? Burning down. Burning down the house. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, yeah. So, no. See, this is, like I said, this is just a test. Am I going to play Numb? I don't know that song. Thank you, Rome. No, yeah. See, this is just a test. I don't even know where all this stuff's going to go. I just stuck this keyboard over here. I've been redesigning this whole thing, trying to figure out how I'm going to lay out the new setups, see if I'm going to use this thing. Because I really like the idea of having two more tracks, track effects, input effects, and they solved so many problems the 300 have and the RC50 have. And just being able to visualize the loops is really, really cool. But one thing that's missing, I know there's a couple people that loop that are watching. I know at least a few people that are watching that loop. Is that with the RC300, when you undo a track, you're like when you're on a computer and you hit Control Z or Command Z, when you just undo the last thing you did, you can do the same thing with a looper. So if I record something and then I lay something on top, I can hit undo and it'll undo whatever I just recorded, and you can use that. You can use that artistically and creatively to add things and take them out. And so if you want to just have the bass line come in just for a little bit, you can put the bass line on, you can undo it, and then you can redo it by hitting Command Z like you do on a keyboard. On the RC300, you can see which tracks have been undone and redone with your just glancing down at it. I can look at it and be like, oh, track 2 is undone. Let me redo it, undo it, redo it. With this one, you have to hit a button to see an undo screen. So stupid. I don't know why they did that. And when they updated it, they added in the ability to see, you can see the levels, you can see which tracks have recordings on them, you can see what the name of your settings are, but they didn't let you see what's undone. You can even see what tracks are in reverse. So I can record tracks in reverse, and it'll show me which ones are in reverse with my eyes, a visual. But what happened here? But for some reason I can't see the undo. That's a major mistake the boss made, and it really bothers me. So come on, boss. Should I play some Springsteen in honor of boss? Here we go. Watch out. You might get what you're after. Cool, baby. Let's do it. How you doing, Les? You want to hear some Talking Heads, Les Wood?
face, fighting fire with fire.
That's ridiculous. Silliness.
Burning down the house.
Yeah. Woo! Burning down the house. Hey, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the tips. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you so much for the tips. Thank you for the super hearts and the tips. Right on, everybody. Appreciate it. All right, yeah. All right, there's 2,200 people. Let me just make a quick announcement. It's coming along. You'll have it perfected soon. Yeah. Right on. Thank you, Rome. Yeah, that's just me fooling around with it. Yeah, it's the 505. I'm messing around with it, seeing if I like it. Yeah. People are tipping me. Babysitting money. Thank you. Yeah, it's the 505. Yeah, I'm just fooling around with it. Seeing what it does not do. It does not do a lot of things, but it does do a lot of good things that I am enjoying. Oh yeah, you know what's kind of cool? Let me see if I can do this. If I do that little like vinyl scratch, let's see what that's like if I do if I let the drums keep going, but the chords do a little vinyl scratch. Let's see what that sounds like. I don't know. We're gonna try it out. Here we go. Making up anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Now I'll put the shaker in there. Now if I do the vinyl scratch, hold on. I like it with the drums continuing. I don't know. I'll figure out how that works. As of right now, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Right now, it just sounds silly. But eventually that will be cool. I promise. So cool. So that's an interesting sound. Having the let me just put another thing on there. Something like this. Now I'll make both of those go away. Kind of cool. there it is. That's what it looks like how I practice learning a new thing. Just try different things out. That's called a vinyl flick, which is kind of cool. They've also got this beat repeat thing. Let me see what that sounds like. Oh, did I just delete everything? I think I did. That doesn't matter. Damn it. Let me just put another quick beat in. Something real quick. Hold on. Maybe something more like. Slicer. Let's see what that sounds like. That's called beat repeat. That was the wrong one. Slicer sounds like this. It's just on the drums. Let me put it on the other things. A little bit of reverb. It's kind of intense. Here's the beat repeat on the chords. Let's see what that sounds like. That's cool. That's that DJ effect. Cool. With some reverb. Cool. Searching for the tomb of the words she cannot find. How much farther is it away? You're just setting up another sad situation. You look straight ahead, you find the real destination. What's cool too is you have faders. So I've got these faders. I can turn things, I can make a mix while I'm playing. So there's all the parts. You know, I got this sound, piano. I got, a little bass and a little guitar thing. I got a little 808 going on, and I got the shaker. And you can hear my kids talking, my wife milling around in the background. That was picked up on a live mic. So you can mix things together. I can turn the shaker down and the drum up. See that little mix there? You can do that with the 300 too. But this one it has bigger faders. You're designed to be doing stuff like. hands-on dub stuff. Yeah, you can do. I mean, I know. See, like that's how a lot of people use it, which is kind of lame. Like I've watched a lot of people that do the 505, and it can be you can get corny really fast. As you notice, like a lot of that was kind of corny. And it's really hard because it's very tempting to be corny, especially with looping. Like looping is almost always corny. It's really hard to not be corny. And the 505, so I have to practice a lot to not be corny. So it's so different now that I switched to my headphones. Yeah, the headphones do it, especially with this thing with the headphones, because this thing's in stereo. Everything's in stereo. It'll bounce around your head, you know? Yeah. What was I going to say? All right, yeah, well, let me see how Wait, what song? Oh, yeah, okay, I'll do that one. Yeah, Mark Ribier's one. He does it great. He's not corny. He's awesome. Yeah, he does a great job with it. You know, but he mostly just does the keyboard. He uses looks like he uses main stage or something like that, and uses all different sounds with just a MIDI controller, which is amazing. It's great. Eddie Vedder said hello. What does that mean? Periscope is in mono. No, it's not. Periscope's not mono. Put your headphones on. It should be in. Andy, you're listening in stereo, right? You might have a setting on something going on that you're in mono because Periscope's definitely in stereo. Everything's in stereo right now. All right, let me just make a quick announcement because we got 2,400 people watching. Yeah, main stage. Yeah, I have that too. But the problem with that is you need to bring a computer, and I hate having to. You never want to rely on a computer on stage. When I was on tour with Todd, I had a computer on stage, and it was always an issue. And it would work. It always worked every night. But that whole tour, every single night, I was nervous. Like every single time we'd get there, we'd do the sound check, and I was always nervous that my computer was going to crash in the middle of the gig. And I was running some things in Reason, and two of the songs we had a track, like this weird track that would play, and we would all play to a click in our ears. And this was a Todd Rundgren tour, and the drummer would play this thing, and then it had this like weird sounds and stuff. And my computer was doing it, and I would like have to hit the space bar at the right time every night, and it just gave me so much anxiety having a computer. And after that tour, when we got home, I was like, I never want to have a computer on stage again. It's the worst feeling ever. I saved the little box, that little box right there. You see it? You see where my finger is? Those two little, I can't do it. But that little box right there is the one that I had on stage that I plugged my computer in when we did the US tour. No, it's in stereo. It's stereo. Periscope's in stereo. It's definitely stereo. If you wear headphones, it's in stereo. Are you wearing headphones, Ron? Check it out. That bounces back and forth. Who's wearing headphones? One of these thousands of people must be wearing headphones. Anyways, let me just do a quick announcement before I go. So I was going to take tomorrow off. I've been preparing this album, and I was like, I'm just going to take tomorrow off. I haven't promoted it. Yeah, okay. See, Andy's listening on Periscope, and it's bouncing back and forth. But yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to play, drum roll, please. Stereo drum roll. Happy accident. Tomorrow I'm going to play Matt Bolton Plays. Matt Bolton's Just the Echo. I'm going to perform my entire album, my own album. And I said, when this started, these are all very important albums to me. They're the albums that shaped my musical career. So obviously, come on, who didn't see that one coming? YouTube is stereo, yes, Periscope stereo. So anybody that did not see that one coming, let me bring back the black. I brought back the black shirt. It came out of the wash. It's nice and fresh, nice and warm, fresh. So yes, so tomorrow at what time should we do it, Kath? You're the mother of Mother's Day tomorrow. 4:20. The wife says 4:20. So 4:20 Pacific Daylight Time. Thank you. Awesome album choice. Yeah, so tomorrow it's going to be kind of like a little bit of a storytellers. I'm going to perform my whole album recorded in 2008. And what's that? 2012? No, it will not be Unplugged. It won't be MTV Unplugged. It'll be VH1 Storytellers. Come on, get it right. Epic choice for album scope. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, so I'm going to perform that whole album from start to finish. and talk a little bit about writing the songs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, 420. That's right. Black shirts. Okay, yes. Anyways, so I'm gonna play that whole album tomorrow, and then the reason is because next Sunday, I get the feeling that this whole thing is coming to an end. I get the sense that I'm going to be back out on the road soon. I like to think positively about the future, and I have this feeling. I have dates booked in June, and those clubs have gotten back to me, and they're like, "We're planning on having you play." So I'm just gonna keep living my life like I'm playing gigs in June, which means, yeah, listen to it on Apple Music tonight to prep the ears. Right on, cool. Yeah, just the echo. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a Gibson. No, not a Les Paul. ES 135. So yeah, I feel like I'm running out of Sundays before this whole quarantine is going to be over, and I got a few albums that I really want to get in there. So I was going to take the Sunday off, and then I thought, but then there's only like 3 or 4 Sundays left, and I have about 3 or 4 albums that I really want to do. My album was one of them, and there's some other really fun ones. To Perry, how's come my right speaker isn't quiet? Can somebody go to Alaska and help Ron Peterson with his headphones? Ron's having trouble with his headphones. Only provide the left channel to Periscope. How come my right speaker isn't quiet? Because if you give Periscope mono, it plays in mono. If you give it stereo, it plays in stereo. I mean, that's what because I've been mono forever. I've been sending mono signal via a stereo cable into Periscope forever, and it sounded fine in both headphones. It's not mono. I'm telling you, Ron. I'm telling you. I listened to it. It's in Andy's listening to it right now. Ron's got his wires. Yeah, Paul, are you listening with headphones on, Paul? That's one of the rules of the at Matt Bolton Live Periscope shows. You have to listen with headphones on. He's got his wires crossed. Can't wait till you're on a normal routine, whatever normal is. I know. I feel like I'm on a normal routine now. I got my black shirt on. I got my bright light in front of my face. I'm staring at a computer screen. Somehow this became the normal routine. 2000. No, it's 2008. 100% 2008. It's 100%. It says 2003 on Apple Music. That's really weird. It was 2008. Very strange. But whatever you do, don't buy it online, because I get emails from people sometimes. They're like, "Hey, I bought your album. I hope that helped you out." But the money goes to the publishing company that published it, and then it just takes forever to get anything from it. So if you want a copy of the album, just send me an email and I'll get one to you. You have full stereo with headphones on. Yeah. See, my voice should be coming in stereo. WNBC Stereo Radio. There you go. See, it's in stereo. All right. So I'm just going to do one more quick song. I think we're going to call that a night. Very cool. Yeah. Cool. Full stereo right now. Schematic of my setup. It's very basic. A lot of people ask me questions about my setup. It's all store-bought items going into a mixer, and the mixer goes into the looper. That's it. So I mix the sound. I put the keyboards, the drums, the guitar. Everything goes into a mixing board, and then I make a nice mix. I make sure that the guitar is this volume, and this keyboard is this volume, and I make sure the piano sounds like this. Was a little loud, and I have the drums this volume. So that's what the mix is. The mix. When you hear people talk about the mix, that means the volume level, and where they are in your stereo field. That's the mix. So I make a mix, and then I send the entire mix into this box right here, this plastic thing. Normally, I send it to the thing on the ground, which is the RC300, but I'm testing out this piece of plastic thing right here, which is called the 505. And if you're thinking about buying one, right now is a very good time to find deals on Craigslist, because a lot of people are selling their gear, unfortunately. But yes, there's lots of music gear for sale on Craigslist for very good prices. Do I have an app for my mixer? Yes, I do. This controls my mixer. So this is the app that I use. You can see it. There's my mixer, and then that's what my mix looks like. There's my mix. Those lines right there. Those are all. I mean, it's basically flat, and I mix them via the instruments and the gain input. Really, it's called gain staging in sound engineering. Your goal is to have, when you look at the soundboard, the mix should look like a flat line, because all the gains should be adjusted so that everything's at unity across the faders. The faders. Oh yeah, I gotta play that fader song for my wife. Gillian Welch says, "Here's a song about faders." This is one of my favoriteest of favorite songs. So yeah, so the app I use for the mixer, it's just the app that comes with the mixer. It's called it's a Behringer mixer, an X-Air mixer. And again, it's the 505 looper, yeah. Ron Peterson, I was uninformed. Ron, thank you. It's very rare these days for people to say, I was wrong, I was uninformed. Thank you, Ron. They must have changed. Yeah, I think I kind of remember when they did an update and they said periscopes in stereo. That was a while ago. And I said, oh, it doesn't affect me. I'll never be in stereo. That's a pain in the butt. But here we are. The quarantine comes. I have lots of free time to work on my music gear, and we're in full stereo. And the problem with stereo is when I used to hook up everything, the drum needed one chord to go in, the keyboard needed one chord, the guitar needed one chord, the piano needed one chord, and the organ needed one chord. And the mixer needed one chord, and the looper needed one chord. So you add that all up, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, 7. Say it's like 8 or 9 chords that plug in. Now I need 18 chords. So you can see the mess. See the mess here? And the floor is just covered in chords because you need double everything. So do I recommend people going stereo? No. It is a major pain. It is a major pain. But you get nice stereo sounds. You know, and then the organ swirls, they swirl in stereo, you know? I mean, that's way better. Hey, Caroline. Caroline, the official scribe, note taker of the at Matt Bolton Live show. Welcome, Caroline. I'm sorry that I could not give you a raise for your duties. Hey, Les, Ron, Paul, and Andy. Hey. What about me, Caroline? What am I, chopped liver? Could you use XLR? Yes, you can use XLR, but then again, you would need a DI. Then you would need a DI box. You would need an 18 input DI box, and I wonder how much that costs. That's probably about $1,000. Basically, everything costs $500 to $1,000 when it comes to music gear. So I just guess off the top of my head. Yeah, the Leslie speaker is way better in stereo. It spins around. Caroline, take a memo. Periscope is in stereo. That's right. All right, let me just do this here. Thank you for the tips. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you like this lesson, this quote unquote lesson is just mostly me just talking. Venmo at Matt Bolton, paypal.me/Matt Bolton. Tomorrow, I'm doing my classic album show with the most classic of classic albums of all. Matt Bolton's Just the Echo. Will be a total original show, all original music tomorrow at 4:20. 4:20. Yes. We are in learning mode. That's right. So let me do this one. If you just came for the lesson, you may leave now because I'm going to be playing some music. This is going to be tough. Oh, he's talking a lot down there.
Cali, getting out of sight. I'll go back to Cali. You can sleep outside every night. Watch the waves and move the faders. Time is a revelator. The revelator.
Hey, normally I wouldn't be that ridiculous using all those effects. Because it's cornball, but... Whoops, hit the wrong button here. So this is just, I just want to be a little caveat. I don't normally push all those buttons while I'm playing because it's a little too much. It's a little too much. But when I'm trying to learn how all the buttons work, so you're just watching me learn what everything does. But it's way over the top. I know it's over the top. I know it's over the top. Like I would never be going like. Oh, that stuff's crazy. And doing those like. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like some of that stuff though. Oh, did you hear that? Played it for the wife. I don't think she heard it downstairs. Okay, so things that I've learned in this scope. Hey, Kim, how you doing? is that the layout of the buttons does not work for me. It's fun to watch for sure. Cool, yeah. So I put the buttons, so I'm using this thing. I'll show you what it looks like. So there they are. So I'm trying to hit these 8 buttons with my feet. Very challenging, very, very challenging. And then I also have this little pedal hooked up to it. So I'm basically controlling everything with these 8 buttons tonight. I'll have more buttons when they come in the mail from China, but everything is back ordered. I call the company and they go, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. You know, the little clickless switches." And I'm like, here it comes, here it comes. They're gonna say it. They're gonna say those magic words. And I say, yeah, man, I really want to get a 2-button stereo foot switch for controlling of the MC8. And they go, "Oh, totally, man. We can make those. We can make those. It's an extra $20 for the clickless switch. No problem, man. But the clickless switch is on back order from China." That's what everybody says. Because everything's made in China. All this stuff is made in China. This little cord right here was, every one of these little buttons. Anyways. Yeah. China. Mark Cohn, yeah. Jungle Room, this is my jungle room. Elvis had a jungle room. That was a little bit of the inspiration. Elvis's jungle room. What was the other thing I had to do? Yeah. Who makes the button box? It's made by Morningstar. Morningstar. It's called the Morningstar MC8. But they're sold out. I wrote to the guy and I said, I really need one of these things, man, because I've tried every single other one, and I've been ordering these things. I order them, I open them up, I try them out, I plug them in, I program them a little bit, put them on the ground, get a feel of them, listen to the buttons click, and then just send them right back. Because the ones that don't work. This one is been the most successful so far. I had one that looked like it was promising, but the buttons were so loud. I know that sounds, China makes everything. They make every little piece of this entire thing. Anything that's electronic. They make that little pad right there. This one too. And this one too. Anyways, so I was clicking on the buttons and they're really loud. So this one, listen here, I'm gonna click on the buttons right now, listen. That's very quiet. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. That's as quiet, that's the quietest button that you can find out there. Can you guys hear it? Probably can't even hear it. All my stuff has quiet buttons. This one's super quiet. Can't even hear it at all. That one's kind of loud. Because when you're playing and I'm recording things, when I'm recording the loops, every little sound counts because it all gets caught into the looper. And when you have a loud button, it goes click, especially something that has like what's called a plosive sound, like a poof, pop, poof. Any plosive sounds, not an explosive, but a plosive, it's much more likely to get caught in the loop. So if I'm recording something like this and I go, and you have a click, all that's going to be in there. Hear the click? Did you hear the click? Anyways, you get the idea. So that's it. That's it. Yeah, button factory. No, there's a lot of great books about why everything's made in China. And basically the reason is because they already have there's no way that we could catch up to them with the infrastructure, because if you try to build, so say you want to build a button, you want to build a clickless button, right? In the United States, you're going to have to find another company that builds, if you have to find something that does a little electrical relay within the button. In China, in Shenzhen, China, they walk across the street and get it. Every single thing is already there. It's these humongous cities where if there's something wrong with your design, you just go, "Oh, that's on street 3, housing block 417," and you take your little scooter, you ride over there, and you walk into the building, and you go, "Hey, I need a little electrical relay," and there's a lady there, and she hands it to you, and you drive back to your factory, and you fix it, and you go, "Oh, you have to call companies around the country and hope that they can ship it to you." There's no walking from place to place, and they pay $1 an hour to employees. Yeah, that's too, and they haven't had a war. They haven't gone to war in 60 years. They haven't been in any wars. All they've been doing is building electronic factories. It's an electronics buffet, that's right. All right. Oh yeah, the effects are off. There they are. Yeah, good luck with that, America. We won't have the electronics. We don't have the electronics. Yeah, let's do that song. Let's do that song here. Wait for you to change your mind. It's late, trying to walk the line. Well, it's way past midnight, people all around. Some on their way up, some on their way down. The air burns, trying to think straight. I don't know how much longer I can wait. Baby, I'm your man, trying to recover the love we knew. Understand, my heart can't go on beating without you. Well, your loveliness, it wounded me. I'm reeling from the blow. Asking myself what keeps me loving you so. Breathing hard, standing at the gates. I don't know how much longer I can wait. Skies are gray, looking for anything to bring a happy glow. Night or day, anymore, I just go. If I ever saw you coming, I don't know what I would do. Like to think I could control myself, but it ain't true. That's how it is when things disintegrate. I don't know how much longer I can wait.
mighty funny.
Come on.
After all the years, you're still the one. It's honey. The end of times, they just begun. I'm strolling through the lonely graveyard of my mind. Left my life with you back there on the line. Somehow I thought could be spared the fate. I don't know how much longer I can wait. Way past midnight, people all around. Some on their way up, some on their way down. The air burns, I'm trying to think straight. I don't know how much longer. I don't know how much longer. I don't know how much longer.
Can't wait. How many we got? No, what was the total number? Did I make my 5,600? All right. Hey everybody. People were liking that one. Thank you, Les. Yeah, so I'm just messing around with a new looper. If you're new, you can hit the follow button down at the bottom. Thank you, Pat. You can hit the 3 dots over here. If you're on Facebook, you can hit the friend button. Is there a friend button? You can hit Venmo or PayPal that way. So you just go to Venmo, you type in Matt Bolton, MattBolton, and you'll see this picture of me and my daughter standing in front of the Eiffel Tower, like. And I'm holding her, and I'm just in this moment of bliss. And then when you see that, you're gonna go, "Hey, that's a beautiful photo. I'm gonna tip him even more money." I don't think it works like that. 5,600. That's a good sized theater crowd. Yeah, 5,600 people watching. Hello, all 5,600 people. All right, sounds good. Great guitar sound, Matt. What amp effect do you use? I use a Line 6 Helix amplifier. I designed an amplifier in there. The Helix is an amazing thing. And anybody that's new here and is like, why is he talking so much during this scope? It's because this isn't a normal scope. I'm allowed to talk during this one. I'm allowed to talk about the gear. Anyways, back to the talking. Support this dad, that's right. Papa, that's me. Yes, so I designed this amplifier in there. I call it the Stereo Spread Vermont amp. Anyways. But a lot of people ask me about it, so maybe I should put it on my website. Because you can download patches. They're called, because you can design a patch and then you can sell them for like $5. People do it all the time. But yeah, this is a great sounding amp. Oh, let me do that reminded me of like Long Tall Sally. Long tall Sally, she built busy got everything out the tornado, baby. Yeah, baby. Baby. Have it so fun tonight. Yeah, let's do it. think I must have that in here. Here we go. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, Little Richard. Tutti Frutti. Yeah, how about Little Richard passing away? Crazy. Such a bummer. He was crazy. He was crazy. Long tall salad sheet. Gonna tell that man about Uncle John. He claims he got the Missy, but he has a lot of fun, oh baby. So yeah, even if you're watching this and you're like, I don't really care about Little Richard. I don't know who he is. He doesn't influence me. Yeah, let me do a Little Richard romp. A couple songs by Little Richard before I get out of here. But you're wrong. Little Richard did influence you. Little Richard influenced every single musician. Period. End of statement. I don't need to say anything else after that statement. Every musician on the planet has been influenced in a way by Little Richard. I mean, it's crazy. You go back and watch some of those Little Richard videos, and you're like, that vibe didn't even exist, man. You can ask anybody, ask any musician. Little Richard was what it was, man. All right, here we go. And you go back and you watch that stuff, and you're like, it's so old-fashioned, and they're all just F major blueses. They're all in the same key. They're all just like, boogie woogie piano and all that stuff, like. But and it sounds. Listen to it now, and it sounds so old-fashioned when you listen to it. You're like, oh, it's oh yeah. I mean, why is that? Why is that? What's the big deal? I mean, the big deal is that, let's see, we did a story on how Little Richard influenced him. Yeah, everybody. The big deal is that there wasn't that sound. That sound was rock and roll. It came through Little Richard and exploded across the entire world. A few musicians, but Little Richard was like, there was rock and roll, but Little Richard was kind of like, it was in like, everybody else was kind of playing rock and roll in black and white, I would say. And Little Richard was like, boom, it's in color, Long tall salad, that people were like, what is going on? And then Elvis came along, and he made it pretty, he made it look fun for it. But everyone was like, oh yeah, Elvis does it too. Not to put down Elvis, I love Elvis too, but. All right, here we go. Let's see how we can do this now. A lot of talk about that one. That sound didn't exist before. Exactly. tall Sally. I mean, come on, what's more fun than that? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The music of that time did not sound like that. And then people heard that and were like, what the hell is going on, man? Like that got people, that hit people like an explosion. Do you understand? It was fire. It was fire, Caroline. I mean, in a way that you can't even describe nowadays because everyone has seen we're just overloaded with shock and excitement, and everything is exciting, and the next best thing, excitement and shock, just constantly. And then, so you can't compare how much of a fireball those songs were. You were 1 year old when it was released. That's awesome. Yeah, the Boogie Woogie, man. Tutti Frutti! Tutti Frutti's in the same key. They didn't even switch up the key. They were just like, if it works, it works. You did Long Tall Sally. It was an F blues progression. Let's do Tutti Frutti. Let's do it in E flat. No. We're gonna do it in F. We're doing everything in F. F major. We know it works. Let's just do it. All right. How about boys? Let's play the song in G. No. We're doing it in F major. Remember the other hit? That was an F major. It was like, long, tall, sad as she, best piece you got, everything in off the tornado, baby. That's all F major. So now Tutti Frutti goes, Tutti Frutti, on Rudy, Tutti Frutti, on Rudy, ooh, Tutti Frutti, on Rudy, Tutti Frutti, on Rudy, Tutti Frutti, on Rudy. I got a girl. All right, let's see it. Let's put a loop in. It is what it is. It is what it sounds like. It is what is sounds like. Okay. Tutti Frutti, on Rudy. Tutti Frutti. Let me delete that other one. Tutti Frutti, on Rudy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. All right, you guys. Thank you very much. Baby crying did not like to Tutti Frutti. Thank you guys so much. So tomorrow, every single Sunday, if you guys are new, hit the follow button. Every single Sunday I've been playing an album. I've done the Dark Side of the Moon. I did Tom Petty's Wildflowers. I did, what other ones? Reckoning by the Grateful Dead. I did Nirvana Unplugged in New York. What other ones? Any other ones? What am I forgetting? 10 by Pearl Jam. And tomorrow I'm doing another one. I'm doing another amazing album. I'm doing my own album. That was the album of the band that I played in Hawaii. We recorded it in 2008, the Matt Bolton Band. The album is called Just the Echo, and it's on Spotify and all the other streaming outlets. You can go check it out. Tomorrow at 4:20 p.m., I'm going to perform the whole album, all original music, from start to finish. Tomorrow at 4:20, the entire album. And then every Sunday after that, I'll be playing another classic album. And I was going to take Mother's Day off, but the albums coming up over the next few weeks are so important that I need to fit them in before the quarantine ends. So I was going to take this week off and do my album next week. That's why I haven't been promoting it. But at the last minute, I was talking about it with my wife tonight, and we were talking about, I'm going to be back on the road before we know it, in June. In June, going on the road, playing shows on the road. So by hook or by crook, we're going on the road. And so we're running out of time. May's running out of time. Just the Echo is definitely a classic. It is. I don't need the laughs now, Caroline. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. It is a classic. First of all, I need to say this as well. When I said I was going to be playing, I said every single time, did I not say, oh, I gotta go this way. Caroline, right here. Every single time that I talked about the albums, right? Every single time that I talked about the Caroline, every single time I talked about the albums, I said that they were classic albums to me, to my musical development, to my career, my musical career. I never said that they were all top 100 or nonsense like that. These are all the most important albums to me. So there we go. So that's how it is. And if you thought that I was going to be playing a list of albums every single Sunday, of important albums to me, and not play my own album, well, you got another thing coming, because tomorrow, we got a date tomorrow, 4:20 p.m. Sunday. I will see you guys. Wow, a lot of people watching. All right, almost 7,000 people. Hey, everybody. So tomorrow, you got a date Sunday, baby. All right. Yeah, man. All right, cool. Thank you guys. If you liked what you heard tonight, it really helps me out. Venmo at Matt Bolton, paypal.me/Matt Bolton. Even if it's just a couple bucks, anything. So it always helps out. Let's all pretend you're at a bar right now and you just watched me sing Little Richard at the bar and you're just having your last drink and you're walking out of the bar and then you see a tip jar next to this guy and you go, hey. And you go into your pocket and you reach in and you grab out, oh, not that, that's garbage. You go into your pocket and you reach out and you grab a clean, sanitized $5 bill. You've already sprayed it down with hand sanitizer. You pull it out and you pull your mask down a little bit and you see me on stage and you go, hey, that was a great show. You put your mask back on and you drop the hand sanitized $5 bill in the tip jar and you walk out of the bar. So let's just all pretend that that's what's happening right now. So you can go to Venmo at Matt Bolton and you can send whatever you'd like. And any amount is cool. That's it. I hate talking about the tips, but the less I talk about them, the less I make. The more I talk about them, the more I make. Does correlation equal causation? I don't know. I don't think so. Are there any college students here? Caroline, can you explain the difference between correlation and causation? Every single time it's a sunny day, I make, hundreds of dollars in tips. So the sun must make the tips. No. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching. So long. It was a sunny day today, by the way. So let's make $100 in tips, hundreds of dollars in tips. That'd be great. Thank you. Bye. Okay, see you guys. Thank you guys. That was my explanation. Did you guys like the looper, this thing? It's cool. show you how I'll record a part here.
Tutti frutti, on Rudy. Tutti frutti, on Rudy. Oh, tutti frutti, on Rudy. Ooh, tutti frutti, on Rudy. Tutti frutti, on Rudy. A wop, bop, a doo, bop, a lop, bam, boom, I gotta do it. On Rudy. Tutti frutti, on Rudy. Oh, tutti frutti, on Rudy. Ooh, tutti frutti, on Rudy. Tutti frutti, on Rudy. Oh, doo bop a lop bam boom, I gotta do it on Rudy. Tutti frutti, on Rudy. Oh, tutti frutti.
So that's how you mix it,
Tutti frutti,
as much as my vocals.
tutti frutti, on Rudy. Oh, doo bop a lop bam boom, I gotta do it on Rudy. Tutti frutti, on Rudy. Oh, tutti frutti, on Rudy.
You get the idea. We're raving. Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. All right. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. So this is my first time doing this. I've never used the foot controls on the ground with this thing. So obviously I'm being absolutely ridiculous with the sounds. Smells like hee-haw. So obviously I'm not going to be playing stuff that sounds like I'm not going to be doing too much of that. I'm just fooling around. I'm just trying to learn how this thing works, but you get the idea. Do more gear nights. Yeah, yeah. Anyways. All right, you guys. So that was me taking Little Richard and being crazy with it. What did we do tonight? Is anybody still watching? How many people are still watching? Tutti Frutti! All right, you guys. Oh, there we go. All right, 7,000 people. It's got effects. Well, Tutti Frutti. See, that's what I learned. If I played Tutti Frutti with house DJ effects on it, 7,000 people watch. Must be the correlation of the causation. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock, 4:20. 4:20, brah. Bye, everybody. Ow! Yeah, please send a tip if you can. Anybody. Here they are right here. There's the links. Venmo at Matt Bolton. Really helps me out. Anything, any amount. Buy me a beer, please. Look at that guy. He needs a beer. Look at him singing. He's got his eyes closed. He needs a beer. All right. He needs a beer. He needs some more music here. he needs diapers. Not for me, of course. Be well, everybody. Only English. I don't know. Bye, everybody. Nice boy. Look at that nice boy. Matt Bolton. Venmo at Matt Bolton. Buy that boy a beer. Buy him some diapers. See everybody. Bye. Venmo. Yeah. Free falling. There we go. Full screen. Hitting the wrong buttons here. Put it on this.